Okay, I'm going to go over each document, how you use them in this course. And before you open any of them, please read the instructions on where to put the files. Okay, so we'll go to this one, freebie one first. And this one corresponds with the video called freebie one. So read that. And basically all it is a Word document merged with a spreadsheet, and the words are superimposed onto a little mobile phone. This is easy to do. Anyone can do it, as long as you have any version of Word. And basically it looks like this. Okay, it just delineates the problems that the merchants will probably have. You walk up and down the street and you distribute the flyer and you print them off by going like this. Okay. You can hit print and it'll print them all off like that. Okay, so it looks like you did a mobile website for them. Okay, let's have a look at freebie 2. Freebie 2 is a little more sophisticated. What you're doing first is you're going onto your computer and walking down Google Street, taking snippets of the storefronts. And then we use a SuperTweaked mail merge file. It can merge graphics along with your spreadsheet. Okay, and these are available for free to try. And basically it has a hidden code in it. It looks like this. And if this works on your computer, then the rest of them will work. So first of all, try this out. See if it works for you. And basically it looks like this. And basically you're giving them their problem, which is probably the problem they have. Okay, and they're listed right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there's your solution with a mobile site. Okay, and that's freebie 2. And with freebie 2 is a little more sophisticated than freebie 1 because they're going to recognize their own storefront here. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to print this all off. Alright, and I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, I've got side by side here so you can see. And you can see the graphics are all different. Alright, so you print those all off and hand them out to the store owners, and they will recognize their own storefront and they'll actually read this. Alright, now we're going to look at freebie 3. Okay, freebie 3 is actually designed for people who are on Yellow Pages, online or offline. And they're paying ridiculous amounts. You know, some are paying $700 a month for nothing, basically. And what you're going to do is convince them to switch over to a mobile site. Okay, and it's a little more sophisticated because we now have the picture of their storefront superimposed into the mobile site, and along with the name, their name on top of it. Okay, so I'll demagnify this. You can see it working here like this. Okay, now you can use this again by walking up and down your street, and you can hand this out. Some of them won't have Yellow Pages, but still they'll see the value of it. And it's a little bit classier than the other one because it has pictures and words. Alright, and basically they'll get the idea of the cost. Well, it's half the cost of Yellow Pages. It's actually less than that, but it's more enticing. And again, you can print these and they'll have the individual graphics in them. Now, what you would use with this Yellow Pages flyer is this Mobile Renegade. It's strictly designed to scrape stuff out of Yellow Pages, and you'll get tons of email out of this. And the idea is to email these guys first before you print out the flyer, so it's a lot cheaper. Now, printing out the flyer and walking around and distributing, of course, is cheap because it's only ink and paper. Mailing, of course, is a little expensive. Now, I'm going to show you an example of what this scraper can do. I highly recommend it. I'm going to have a link on my website where you can get it. Alright, and here's an example of some New York Yellow Pages, and it looked through those Yellow Pages, got me these leads here, and there was 66 there, and it got me about 24 actual real email addresses. So I'm going to show you an example of a flyer that we used with these New York restaurants, and you can email these out first, and then if that doesn't work, you can print them. All right, and that particular document is called Yellow Pages Flyer, so let's take a look at it, and here it is. It's got Corner Bistro, and this does a cooler mock-up of the website. It imposes their logo, so you got actually two graphics to clip out. One's the logo, and one's their street view. So as we flip through these, there's their street view and the mobile site. And it looks like you built a whole mobile site, really. They're quite good. And all you did was just do two clip arts. Okay? And here's a default one. If you're too lazy to get the street view, clip out the logo, you can just put in some default ones. Alright, looks like that. And as I said, you can email these out. So for instance here, if I wanted to send email, I could go like that, and I just pick the field, okay, and say to, and then email, and I have to pick the record, so I'm not going to do it here now, but well, I'll show you what it looks like if you were to print them. This is what it would look like, okay, and they're all individual graphics with individual mobile sites built just for them, so it's quite impressive. That's what you would email, okay. Just show you here. So you go to your recipient list, and here it is. It's connected to this spreadsheet here. And you'd scroll over and you see which ones had email. So there's email here. And what you can do is you can just zip this over to the beginning, like so. Okay, and then you unclick these, and the ones you want to email, you just pick them out like that. This is Word. Okay. For everyone that you had email for, say OK, and then email them first. Well, some of them I haven't got graphics for all of them. That's up to you to do those. Okay, but I do have sample graphics in here. You're going to get all these graphics and addresses. You can try this yourself. I'm in Canada, and I do Canadian stuff. This is New York. You can do it if you're near New York, or even if you're not near New York, you can do this. And again, this is a SuperTweak document. Okay, looks like that. And there's the embedded merge code. So what you're saying in this document is you're just saying only getting walk-by traffic, but it's not enough. You're paying for Yellow Pages, get no results, can't be found. You're only getting walk-by business. Competitors are stealing your customers. Even though you give great service, word of mouth gets you new business, but it's slow. Okay, you can advertise the deal of the day, and the only way you do it is by putting it on your sandwich board. Well, we can handle that, okay? Just cancel those Yellow Pages, because these are all Yellow Pages. These guys are actually spending money on the Yelp, thinking Yellow Pages is going to get them business, as if people really use Yellow Pages to look stuff up. They don't. They use Google, obviously. So they're just wasting their money. So basically, if they're paying something like $700 a month, I mean, you can do this here, and this will even have a loyalty program in it if you want. I'm going to show you how to do that too. You can do with or without the loyalty rewards club. And that's going to build an SMS list, okay? If you do have that, and you're going to get found on a mobile device, and it's just way better than Yellow Pages. So you can email that first, and then if you want to print it and mail it, well, we've got a super cool letter for that. A super cool envelope, I should say. Alright, so here's the envelope. Oops, it doesn't look like an envelope, does it? Actually, that's a postcard, but it doubles as an envelope. Alright, real simple little trick here. Go to page layout, click size, scroll down to number 10 envelope. Click that, and now it's an envelope. Okay, and you can put any sort of graphics in here you want. Basically, you can put their storefront, a before and after of their mobile site. It's gonna, whatever you put on there, it's gonna get them to open it, basically. Okay, so I was actually going to show you this a little later in this video, but you may as well see it now. So you can do a dual purpose thing here. Alright, so let's take a look at this one. And of course it changes as we go. Alright, and you got word art here. You can change the look of this thing if you want. See? Anything you want. Alright, this is so versatile. This is all Word. You don't need fancy graphics. Okay, you don't need a fancy graphics program. It does it all. Alright, and again, you just click and merge the documents, like so. And now you can mail them all out. Just stuff the envelopes with your flyer. Okay, here's actually a little bit better example of that. Okay. Again, this is a postcard. This is for SEO. This is for, so you're trying to get a contract with lawyers, and you just say you're specializing in divorce and injury leads. I mean, what could be better than that? You know, this actually might make it past the gatekeeper. So there's a picture of their building, again. Only getting walked by traffic. But you can use this as well with the restaurant by putting the storefront in there. And again, just changing it to an envelope. Okay, which I'm going to do. Alright, and there we go. It's the number 10 envelope. And again, you can change these. You can change this to whatever you want. Okay, you can move this around a bit. I wouldn't pick that one, but you know, it's just so versatile. Alright. Anyway, and you can change these graphics. It doesn't have to be 3D. You can turn off the 3D. You can change the shape of this thing. Let's see. Suppose you want it to look like that. Okay, so you've got built everything, this $1 million Word program, or millions of dollars Word program, does all the work for you. Okay, and that's how you'd use mobile Renegade. And I really haven't found anything else that's as good a yellow page scraper as this is. I mean, it does Canada, US, Australia, and it's just been invaluable. So that's how you can get guys that are wasting their money on yellow pages. Okay, so we'll click that off. Okay, now as far as, I'm going to get to 10 cards in a little bit, but let's cover SEO. Some of you guys like SEO. Okay, so let's go to this postcard first. Okay, there's for roofers, right? Specializing in commercial and residential roof repairs. I probably put that in red. Okay. And again, it's got the SuperTweak function in it. So basically, these guys are going to read the postcard because, for instance, this guy here, that's a picture of his house. Obviously, he's going to read that. He's going to wonder how the heck you did that. Okay, and again, you can change this as word art. Alright, and if you wanted this to be an envelope, well, again, you just change it into an envelope. Okay, and what would you put in that envelope? Well, I'll show you. We've got a letter, a really good SEO letter here. Here's our roofer letter. Alright, and again, it is SuperTweaked. Alright, so it has a picture of their office. Okay, it has comparable searches like who's actually ranking at the top of Google here. It's all laid out. You can, of course, change the graphics. There's a snapshot of their competitors. This is a built-in spreadsheet here with examples of what their competitors are getting. Little pain point here. Now if you want to see the code in here, this is standard merge code here. Okay, you just click that. And here's shows hits and whatever the keyword is here. This happens to be roof repair, but you can change that. Okay, that would get stuffed in that envelope I showed you. And if you had their email address, of course, you could just email it. Because you can do email or print, either way. Okay, now what if you had a retailer, your favorite store, your favorite retail place you want to go to? We'll check this out. This is got the holiday edition. It's got, I put in some holiday stuff there. You don't have to use that, but now this is a place I completely made up called Fashion Sense. It's a pretend dress shop in the States. And this is the front and the back of the brochure. Okay, and as we flip through, here's what it looks like. I did one for Home Depot, Best Buy. Some of these you'll recognize. This is Canadian. This is Radio Shack down the States. And of course, you don't have Canadian Tire in the States or anywhere else, but they do here. All right. And this has to do with a loyalty rewards program. Okay. These are real sites. You scan them. You can scan that. I'll enlarge that. You want to scan it. Okay. And I'll take a look at that. Flip through a few more here. There's the source, Best Buy. Okay, there's Fashion Sense. We'll go back to normal here. Okay, and if you look at those, you'll see this little mobile site pop up. I'm going to show you how to do all that in the course. And basically, so if they spend $100, they get $10 off. Now you can make up whatever you want here. And I've got these designed for US, Canada, and Australia. That's the only place this particular loyalty program will work, but you can put your own in there. I'll show you how to do that. I'm going to show you how to construct this mobile site. It doesn't take long, believe me. It's done with Duda, and it's so quick. You just build it off the regular site, pop in the loyalty button, basically, and you got it. And you don't even have to go to that extent. I've done some where you can just do it with their logo, and it looks like you built the site, but you didn't. So that's like a tri-fold brochure. It folds there and there. And print it off, fold it up. Looks impressive as a brochure, and this would be, let's see, that would be the front page. Well, you can make any page you want the front page, except for the middle. And as a matter of fact, I think you can even do the middle, so you can do any one of these pages as the front page. Okay, now we're going to look at the 10 cards. Here's, I'll show you the Australian one first here. Okay, I don't know if any Aussies are looking here. You recognize that? I think that's in Melbourne. Okay, and let's see what else we got. We got a coffee shop here. I love their idea of a coffee shop. They got beer and stew in there. That's pretty cool. Okay, these are working mobile sites. Okay, and they do have the loyalty button in them. Let's see, what else have I got? I think I only had 3 of them. And here's a retail store. Okay, that can be used as in a brochure as well. And these graphics are all included in the course. You get them in a zip file. You can use them, try them. I'm not going to do anything in Australia, so go for it. All right, and here's the Halloween tent card. Okay. Now I did these kind of just for fun, and I did send them. I didn't send the holiday version. I did it without the the graphics there. I sent it off to all these guys actually, and I do have a complete spreadsheet with all the contact names and addresses. Now it's pretty tough to get one of these franchises, but you can go for it. You're going to have all the information. Who knows? If enough people go for it and hit them up, you might get lucky. It's worth $1 million if you if you actually get a contract with them. You know, it's pretty hard to get past their gatekeeper system, but what the heck? You know, it's worth a shot. These ones here, Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, and KFC, they're under Yum brands. It's all under one big company bought them out. Okay, here's an example of what you can get for free by earning points. These are all working sites with US codes in the, I think I put US codes in these loyalty programs. I might not have. See, but anyway, there's instructions as to how to do that. And of course, here's the Christmas season. Okay, but you can put any season you want. You can put Valentine's Day or whatever suits you, or you don't have to have it in there at all. Okay, I got a whole whack of these. So we'll flip through them here. Okay, the ones I'm actually working on, I didn't include, and I am working on a couple of them right now, sort of wooing them. Okay, and I've got videos that show you how you can connect up with a franchise, okay? Now this whole course is designed for Word 2007 and above, and it works on a PC. I haven't actually tried it on a Mac. I don't think it'll work on a Mac, but you can try it. And there's some free documents here. You can try it. These are test documents. Okay, you can't copy and paste the embed code, unfortunately. There is a trick to it. You have to actually manually embed these things. It's in the course as to how to do it, or you can just get them in the course. You're going to get all these templates along with all the addresses and the graphics that I've just showed you. But you should be sure to try the free ones out first to test them. Make sure they work on your computer before you order the course, because I don't need to be dealing with refunds, etc. You know, this is guaranteed to work. Try it first. Okay. Now, if you have Word 2003, I did include a couple here that you could use. Here's a postcard that's in 2003. Okay, and you could use that, and you could play around with that and modify it. Okay, it will work in Word 2003, but I didn't do a bunch of templates for them. I just did some sample ones to show you. And anything below 2003 just ain't gonna work, okay? So, let's just take a look. This is a roofer one here. That's 2003. And there's your roofing letter, which works as well. That's for SEO purposes. Okay, so you're going to be getting these this spreadsheet called the concatenator, and there's a reason it's called that. You just have to watch the video. So you get these franchises that I showed you. Okay, and also the New York Yellow Pages one. I did about 10 of them for an example. If you want to keep going, you can. There they all are. They're Yellow Page leads. I got this from a different scraper called the Localizer tool. And it wasn't from Yellow Pages, it was just a regular scraper. Okay. And didn't get as many emails, but there was a few here. And I didn't really do any graphics, but it's all New York stuff. You can have that. And here again, there's some franchises. These are Canadian ones. Okay, and if we keep going, we've got Seattle restaurants. And we got Yellow Page Seattle restaurants. We got lawyers in Seattle. Okay. These are all good for you to try. I'm not going to try them. And we got roofers in Seattle. These are all yours. Roofers in Vancouver. Those are mine, because that's where I'm close to. I'm in BC. I'm British Columbia. A place called Mission, British Columbia. I did 3 Australian ones. And you'll just have to dig up your own on that. But I think that Yellow Pages Scraper actually does Australian as well. Alright, and I'm going to show you how to do the before and afters. I'm going to give you a utility you can use to do before and after. So you can just snip these out. You use Jing or whatever, I'll show you, like this. Now and then you use that for Postcard or whatever. Okay, you can't normally do that, but I'm going to show you a way to do that in the course. Okay, and then you can just email those out or print them out or whatever. Now I think I'm going to change this. I don't like the white font. It doesn't show up quite as well. They're going to change that to black, but you can use Android or Windows or BlackBerry or whatever you want to snip out here. Okay, and as part of the course, I'm going to show you how to build these websites, these mobile sites, from their regular website. And they take between 11 and 20 seconds to build, and then it takes a few more minutes to add this loyalty button in. And they just came out with a new feature, a coupon. Okay, it's a functioning coupon. It can be redeemed. It can be shared. Okay. And the idea is here, if you use the loyalty button, you don't have to, but if you do, you build up an SMS list, okay? And then you broadcast the coupon, basically. The coupon automatically expires. You can put an expiry date in there. It'll disappear off the site after a certain date. So the two work beautiful, hand in hand. Because now the restaurant owner can just broadcast his deal with an SMS list. Okay, and then also he gets people joining the loyalty club as well. So how much better can it get? It isn't going to get too much more sophisticated than that. This is more like 2 years from now, 2015, but it's now. You're getting the advanced technology now. Okay, this stuff all works here. It's all a working site. Okay. Okay, so in the free stuff you can try out, I'm going to give you my little hometown. Little experiment I did with 38 restaurants, or sorry, 37, not restaurants, but 37 businesses. I got 2 out of that with that little flyer. And it cost me 37 cents, about a penny. I'm just estimating a penny a piece. A little legwork, you know, about a half an hour to walk around the block, hand these things out. Okay, not even that much. So you just try that first yourself in your own neighborhood. Video 1, the freebie, will show you how to do that. Okay, and just to end off here, yeah, you will, I'm going to make you jump through some hoops to get this, okay? Now, this one here, you'll be asked to go onto an email list, okay? Now, just to tell you, I'm a terrible emailer. I have a list from a previous program. That was an earlier version of what I'm showing you. I have not sent out any emails for like 6 months, so you won't get spammed by me or anything. And I don't send out offers for stuff I haven't even tried like a lot of guys do. Okay, if you ever do get something from me, I've actually tried it or it's my own thing. Okay. And this one here, these 2 I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. Now, one of them I want to actually get you to help me with a contest. Okay. So it's like on Facebook, I think, for that one there. That's got the SuperTweak secret code in it, okay? This one here's the more advanced one, and this one, to get that one, you either get on the US, Canadian, or Australian SMS list. It's going to be one of the first internet marketer SMS lists ever built. Well, maybe it's not the first one ever built, but I'm just going to experiment with it. You probably won't get anything from me. I just want to see how it works, see if people are receptive to it. And if it does work, well, then I'll do a really small WSO on how it worked and everything, you know, for $5. Or if you remember what the hell, I'll just give it to you for free. I'll give you the results of how it works. So you got nothing to fear, and you can opt out of it at any time. So Anyway, I'm not sure what else I'm going to give away for free here. I might do a postcard or something, but at this point in time, that's all I know. Okay, so if you see something else appear, well, I'll have a change of heart, and you can see it in the WSO or whatever. I might not even do a WSO. We'll see. So at the end of this course, you're going to be able to produce high-quality promotional materials. And why do you want to do this? Well, you got to contact them one way or another for the first time. So you're either going to do that by email, by postcard, some printed material, or actually cold calling them or calling them. Now you don't want to cold call them, but you do want to get a call back. So this is what this course is designed to do. You got to do the one thing, okay? There's only one thing that's going to determine your income. And I'm going to play a little excerpt from my friend Curly here, and he's going to tell you about the one thing.
Do you know what the secret of life is?
No, what?
This.
Your finger?
One thing. Just one thing. You stick to that and everything else don't mean shit.
That's great, but what's the one thing?
That's what you gotta figure out.
Well, Curly didn't quite give out the secret, but here it is. The amount of interest you can generate equals the amount of income you will have in life. That's what this course is designed to do, generate interest. The rest is going to be up to you once that interest is generated and they make contact. So anyway, that's about it. Have fun, try it out. Let me know how it worked out for you, and you personally contact me on the website. Okay, and I will personally deal with you and help you out any way I can. And that's about it. Have lots of fun.